Tuesday was a big day. Midterm exams were a week away, so I needed Renee's help pretty big time. Also, I couldn't get past the excitement part of the deal. Renee in my house. I missed math for a drum section rehearsal. You really have to love the logic behind getting called out of math for a band right before the exam. And Renee wasn't on the bus, by the way, home from school. On the way home from school. So I didn't confirm that she would be coming over, but I assumed the plan was for 7 p.m., which was what we had arranged the week before. I ate with my mom and Jeffrey at about 6, and my dad was still at the office. It was the beginning of tax season when accountants get busier and busier leading up to April 15th. I figured we could use the extra income. So I was betting my dad would be really busy this year. Anyway, my mom noticed that I was being quieter than usual, and Jeffrey started in. He's saving all his smooth talking for his big date with Renee Albert. It's not a date, nutball. She's just tutoring me in math. I bet you're going to kiss her, right? She has a boyfriend, Jeffrey. You know that. She's still going out with Biff, the guitar player. But she's coming over to play with you. She's not playing with me. She's teaching me about numbers and stuff. So when are you going to kiss her then? Mom, this kid is out of control. Can't we get him some tranquilizers or something? Maybe a padded cell upstairs? Then my mom got rolling. Stephen, is there something going on between you and Renee? I noticed you dress more neatly than usual and your hair is even combed down. And he's wearing boy perfume, Mom. He wasn't wearing any last week when Annette came over to visit, but for Renee, he is. It's called cologne, monkey boy. Since when do you wear cologne to learn math? Oh, my son is growing up right in front of my very eyes. Maybe we should get out the video cameras. Maybe you should tie me to a stake, douse me in kerosene, and torch me right in the front lawn. I don't need kerosene, Stephen. I'm sure the cologne will light up pretty fast. Ha ha, Mom. Just then the doorbell rang. Please keep the lunatic away from us, Mom. We have work to do. Is kissing hard work or easy work, Stephen? Remove him, Mom. I went to answer the door, and when I opened it, Renee was standing there, all bundled up against the winter, with a few snow flurry flakes on her jacket. Her cheeks were flushed from the wind. Her hair was blowing around. I just wanted to reach out and brush the strands away from her face, but that didn't seem like a good tutorial beginning. Plus, Biff looked like the kind of guy who could rip my arms off and use them as toothpicks. So I just said hi instead. She said hello back and was just about to step inside and let her in. But just then she sneezed and coughed and sneezed again. Excuse me, Stephen, I'm coming down with some kind of virus thingy, I think. I went home early from school today and skipped cheerleading, but I didn't want to stand you up. You have too many big problems going on. I just couldn't let you down. So I'm here. Let's work. I blocked the doorway with my body and said something that seemed to float up from a place beyond my worst nightmare. Renee, I can't let you in. What do you mean? It's cold out here, and we've got a lot to do. I mean, I'm sorry, but I can't let you in this house. You're sick, and Jeffrey can't get sick right now. Stephen, you're being ridiculous. It's probably just a cold anyway. A cold could put my brother in the hospital. Stephen, what's really going on? Do you hate math so much that you can't stand it? So you just can't stand it? Do you want to fail the class? Then I think you should have told me that before I came stomping through the snow to come over here. Renee, I'm serious. It isn't about math. And it can't be about me. Any boy in school would be drooling to have me come over. And everybody knows you had a crush on me since 3rd grade, haven't you? Just let me in. I'm sorry, Renee. Do you want me to call your mom to come get you? Without responding to me directly, she spun around on her heels like a dancer she was and marched away. I could hear her muttering me about me all the way to the end of the driveway. Ugh. I walked to the boy's house in a blizzard, and he doesn't even let me in. He drools over me for half a decade, and then I deliver myself to his front door. He slams it in my face. I will never understand boys. At that point, she fired a parting shot over her shoulder. Go ahead, then fail math and be lonely the rest of your life. As I slumped against the doorframe, staring at her back, and wondered how she could be so graceful in snow boots and a parka when she wasn't even feeling well, Jeffrey came up behind me. You know, Stephen, you were right. I guess you aren't going to kiss her.